Hello, dear students. Myself, Sarfraz Wahid. Today, I am having a topic from your poetry that is The Road Not Taken by Frost, Robert Lee Frost. This poem is relevant to our life. The poet says that he was faced with the option of two paths in the woods. This is similar to the career options we have in life and choose one out of them. So you could see here, poet says that this poem is relevant to our life, and you could see here a person is standing at a point where two roads are diverging. How this is relevant to our career options? This is relevant to our career options. Like in our life, we all have so many options for our career that we have to choose from those options. Only one option we have to choose. So, like here, the poet has relate this poem with our career options. So we can say this thing. What topics we'll discuss in this topic? List of topics is here. First of all, we will discuss about the poet, then introduction to the poem, then the explanation and the literary devices, summary of the poem, then about the poet. First of all, I'm going to discuss with you. The name of the poet is Robert Lee Frost. So he born on 1874 in San Francisco, USA, and died in 1963, Boston, USA. Robert Lee Frost was an American poet. His work was initially published in England before it was published in America. So basically, you could see over here that he was uh, basically American, but his work was firstly published in England, in another country. One of the most popular and respected American poets of the 20th century. He was a very popular and respected American poet. Frost received four Pulitzer for poetry prizes. He was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal in 1960 for his poetic works. On July 22nd, 1961, Frost was named Poet Laureate of Vermont. Vermont is here a place of America. Now, here the next topic is introduction to the poem. What is the introduction of the poem is in this poem the poet talks about a choice he has to make between two roads. Here poet wants to tell us that once he was standing at a point there were two roads diverging, so he had to choose only one. So here the poet relates the two roads options to our with our career options. The road is compared to the different career options we face in a life and have to choose any one. The poet wants to convey an important message to us. Our future depends on our present. So the thing is totally clear that what we will become in our future, that is totally dependent upon our present. The career option we choose today will determine what we become tomorrow. We must be careful as we do not get the privilege to go back on the option once left. So you could see here that there are so many career options that you could become in your life, like CA, lawyer, architect, doctor, engineer, artist, journalist. So there are so many more options are there you could have in your life, but you have to choose only one in life. And while choosing the option, we have to be very careful and wise, because once we choose the option and we moved on that option, we cannot come back again on the same point. So here, very first stanza I'm going to explain. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. First of all, I would like to tell the difficult meanings. In very first line, you could see diverged. Diverged means go separate ways, means दो अलग अलग रास्ते, जहाँ जो एक पॉइंट से दो अलग अलग रास्ते हो जाते हैं. Yellow wood. The forest is full of yellow colored leaves in autumn season. ऑटमन सीजन में क्या होता है कि पूरा जो पेड़ जो होता है वो उसके पत्ते जो हैं वो पीले हो जाते हैं, और नीचे जो गिरे हुए होते हैं वो सारी सरफेस वी कुड सी दैट लुक्स लाइक अ येलो कलर. So that's why it is called yellow wood. And in last line you could see bent, curved. It means curved. Undergrowth, dense growth of trees, means बहुत घनी सी जो ग्रोथ होती है पेड़ पौधों की, that is called undergrowth. So here poet says two roads diverge in a yellow wood. कहता कि मैं एक जंगल में से I was crossing to a forest and two roads were diverging in a yellow wood, and I was very much sorry that, oh God, I cannot travel the both roads, क्योंकि मैं एक अकेला था, इसलिए मैं दोनों रास्तों पे एक टाइम पे नहीं चल सकता था. लॉन्ग आई स्टूड, मैं काफ़ी देर तक खड़ा सोचता रहा. एंड लुकड डाउन वन एज फार एज आई कुड, और एक रास्ते पे मैंने बहुत दूर तक देखा जहाँ तक मेरी नज़र जा सकती थी. और मैंने देखा कि वहाँ पे काफ़ी आगे जाके वहाँ से जो रोड बेंट हो रहा था, और वहाँ वो उसके आगे मतलब इतनी झाड़ियाँ और पेड़ थे, मुझे आगे कुछ नज़र नहीं आ रहा था. मैं वहाँ पे खड़ा, उस पॉइंट पे खड़ा हुआ, ये सोच रहा था. Here, first of all, I would like to tell here the explanation of second stanza. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that we passing there had worn them really about the same. तो फिर पॉइंट यहाँ पे बता रहा है कि फिर मैंने दूसरा रोड लिया, जो कि वो भी उतना ही फेयर था जैसे कि पहला था. एंड और मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि शायद ये मेरे लिए बेटर ऑप्शन होगी, क्योंकि वो अभी ज़्यादा ग्रासी था, और वो ऐसे लग रहा था उसको देख के कि अभी तक इस पर कुछ ज़्यादा लोगों ने चला नहीं है. और थोड़ी देर बाद जब मैं उस पे चला तो मुझे ये एहसास हुआ, मुझे ये रियलाइज़ हुआ, आफ्टर passing there I realized that it was also as difficult as I was looking on the another road. So I chose this, but I realized that this is also difficult. And तो थोड़ी दूर मुझे ये महसूस हुआ कि वो रास्ता जो था वो भी वैसा ही लग रहा था जैसे कि दूसरा था। शुरू शुरू में तो उस रास्ते पे मतलब काफ़ी ग्रास था, काफ़ी पत्ते थे, और बाद में वो रास्ता भी उसी तरह खाली खाली सा था और ऐसा लग रहा था कि यहाँ पे भी बहुत सारे लोग गुजर चुके हैं। सो यहाँ पे हम कैसे, हाउ वी कुड रिलेट दिस स्टैंजा टू आवर लाइफ एंड करियर ऑप्शन, like we all have so many options for our career in life, so we choose, we have to choose only one. So we choose the option very carefully, because we know once we go on that option we cannot come back again. And when we choose the better option we feel that we I have choose the better option. But after going on, after moving on that choice and that path, we come to know and we realize that, oh god, this option is also very much difficult. So here poet wants to tell us that no option of career is easy, so we have to choose very carefully the option for our career. Now the third stanza, and both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. तो पोइट यहाँ पे बता रहा है कि सुबह सुबह वो दोनों रास्ते एक जैसे लग रहे थे, जैसे कि उन पर कोई चला नहीं है। ट्रॉडन मीन्स वॉकड ओवर, कि उन पर कोई नहीं चला, और मतलब जब वो उन पर कोई चल के जाता है तो वो पत्ते वो ब्लैक में हो जाते हैं और उन पे निशान आ जाता है, मतलब यहाँ पे कहने का पोइट का ये है। तो मैंने एक रास्ता तो चूज़ कर लिया और मैंने दूसरा रास्ता जो था वो किसी और दिन के लिए रख लिया, कि शायद परहैप्स आई विल कम बैक वन डे। पर आई वॉज नोइंग दिस थिंग दैट इट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल टू कम बैक again once if I choose a way, yet knowing how way leads on to way। तो मुझे फिर भी पोइट कह रहा है कि मुझे शक था कि शायद कभी मैं वापस आऊं। तो इस तरह पोइट ने यहाँ पे सोचा। तो लाइक दिस स्टैंजा आई वांट टू टेल हियर दैट once if we choose a option, so we have to choose that option very wisely, because we will not get any chance to come back again. Now the next is fourth stanza. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. In first line, sigh, last word, this is the deep breath. In the second line, hence, here, according to this, we will take the meaning of this is in the future, मतलब आगे फ्यूचर में। कहता कि एक दिन मैं कहीं पे बैठा हुआ ये बता रहा हूँगा, एक लंबी सांस लेकर, बहुत सालों बाद फ्यूचर में, कि एक बार ज़िंदगी में मेरे सामने दो रास्ते आए एक जंगल में, तो मैंने वो रास्ता चुना जो कम लोगों के द्वारा चला हुआ था, और उसी रास्ते ने आज मेरी ज़िंदगी जो है वो बनाई है। आज मैं जहाँ पे हूँ ये उसी चूज़ किए हुए रास्ते की वजह से हूँ, मैं जहाँ पे अब पहुँच गया हूँ। So this was a poem, and now we will discuss the literary devices. Meanings and explanation of the stanza with literary devices. So poet here has used the literary devices. First of all, I would like to tell you the rhyming scheme of the stanza. The rhyming scheme of the stanza is, you could write down on the paper or notebook. Rhyming scheme of the stanza is A, B, A, B. There are five lines you could see, and first line has A, second B, third A, fourth A, fifth B. So how it could be A, B, A, B? First of all, you could see the very last word of the first line, that is wood. And now see the third line's last word, that is stood, means wood and stood. And the fourth line last word is could, means these three words are matching: would, stood, could. So because of this matching, these lines have the same rhyme. And now we have to see the last word of the second line, both, and the last word of the last line, that is growth, means both, growth, having the same sound. तो हम इसको बी बी लिखेंगे. So this was the rhyming scheme. Now the second thing is, that is visual imagery. What is visual imagery? This is a literary device when a image comes in our mind by reading a line, that is visual imagery. For example, you could see in very first line, this is the scene where the poet stands right now. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. You could see that by closing your eyes in your mind, that there is a picture that where actually the poet stands. The poet stands actually at a point where two roads are diverging, and you could see now by opening your eyes in the image also, that a poet is standing at a point and two roads are there diverging from a single road. So which line creates a image in our mind, that is called visual imagery. Third thing is, that is metaphor. When we compare a quality of two things, that is called metaphor. In very first line, you could see the word road. So here poet compares the life options with roads. So poet says that in his life, once he got two options on the road for traveling. So here poet compares these two options of the road with the options of our career. So here poet is comparing the quality of two things. So that's why here poet has used the literary device metaphor. So the fourth one is anaphora, that is parallelism, kind of parallelism. When we use any grammatical effect in poetry, like we begin consecutive sentences with the same words. For example, you could see in the second, third, and fourth line, the lines are started with the same word, that is and. So here the literary device anaphora is used. So now the second stanza. In the second stanza, the rhyme of the stanza is same as the first stanza, A B A B. You could see the first line's last word, that is fair, and the third line's last word is where, and the fourth line's last word is there. Fair, where, there. So means the sound comes at last is same. So we will give the letter to the this is A. And now see the last word of the second line, that is claim, claim. And now the last word of the लास्ट लाइन दैट इज सेम म। तो लास्ट में जो साउंड जो आ रही है वो सेम आ रही है, म म की साउंड आ रही है, तो इसलिए हमने इस दोनों को सेम लेटर दिया है, दैट इज बी। सो राइम इज ए बी एंड द अनदर literary device is used in the stanza is that is alliteration. What is alliteration? Alliteration is the repetition of the consonant sounds. So you could see here in the third line, that is last two words, that is wanted where. So the very first letter of the word is v and v. So v, w is the repetition sound of consonant here. This is alliteration. Now the third stanza, the same third stanza has the same rhyming, that is ABAAB. Hope you have uh, understood now that what how we make the rhyme of the stanza of the last words. That is for example, first of all, see very first line's last word, that is lay, and third line's last word is day, and fourth line's last word is way. सो ए की लास्ट साउंड जो ए की आ रही है, वे की, ले, डे, वे, सो इसलिए हमने इन तीनों को ए लेटर दिया है. एंड नाउ सी द लास्ट वर्ड of the second line, that is black, and last word of the last line is back. So you could see here that k sound is coming at the last of the words, so that's why we have given b letter to this. So the rhyme is a b, that is same. And in fourth stanza, again the rhyme is same, a b. First line's last word is size, and third line's last word is I sigh. So sound is matching, and the fourth line is by. The sounds are matching, so that's why a is given. And second line's last word is hence, and last line's last word is difference. S की last sound जो आ रही है, so that's why we have given to this, that is B. So the rhyme is A B. So the another literary device is used in this stanza, that is repetition. Repetition. What is repetition? Repetition is a repeated use of words or sentences. Like in second line, you could say two words are there, ages and ages. Means ages word is repeated in the same line. So that's why here repetition literary device is used. So my dear students, this was a poem. Hope you have understood whole the poem, that what actually poet wants to say through this poem to all of us. What actually the poet wants to convey the message. The message is this only, that whenever we have to choose the career option in our life, so we have to be very much careful and wise, because once we choose the option and we moved on, we could not be able to come back again on the same option, on the same initial point. So that's why we have to be very careful. Hope the concept is clear to all of you. Thank you very much.